Hey guys, it is June the 8th, 2025, and I hope everybody's been having a wonderful day so far today. I hope everybody's been having a great weekend as well. I had another video filmed, but I just didn't like it. I did not like it. Check this out. So I'm just out here just walking on my trail. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for a little walk and film another video. And we got some really big rain here last night. So all of the ground has been washed clean. So as I was walking down here just now, I saw some deer tracks. And right there, there's fresh deer track all through here. I just think that's really cool to see. You can see it right here. Right there, there's fresh track right there. I just think that's really neat, especially after everything got washed clean last night. So you know that they were here in between last night and now. Those aren't fresh tracks like as of a couple hours ago. Those are probably from this morning. But anyway, like I said, I had another video film, but I just didn't really care for it. So I decided to come outside and just go for a walk and film something else. And I had a completely different topic in mind that I was talking about earlier. But as I was walking out here, the thought just entered my mind of something else that I was thinking about this morning when I woke up. And, this is one of those things like, man, I'm glad I'm sober now and I don't have to deal with this anymore. And I just want to talk about this today because I think it's a really great reminder of why you're staying sober and why you don't drink any longer. And what that is that when you wake up in the middle of the night and you've had a really heavy night of drinking and you wake up, and as soon as you do, your heart is just beating through your chest and you're like having a panic attack, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're wondering to yourself, like, am I gonna live through this? That happens. It used to happen to me all the time. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and my heart would be pounding out of my chest. And when I would wake up and it was doing that, I didn't know what was going on. And it was like, just like this anxiety attack in the middle of the night. They're so scary, and I would wake up and be in a cold sweat. My heart's beating out of my chest. I would be so afraid. And, my anxiety would just be through the roof. And I would just lay there. I didn't know what to do. And it used to happen all the time. Like I said, it's one of those reasons, to be glad that you're sober today. And something to remember why you're not drinking anymore. Because I have spoken to so many people on this channel that have told me that the same thing has happened to them. That they would wake up in the middle of the night with their heart beating out of their chest. You feel like you're having a heart attack or something. What that is, I don't know. But it used to happen to me a lot. And like I said, I've spoken to so many people that this has happened to. And not to have to deal with that anymore. To be able to get a full night's sleep. Some nights, you might stay up a little bit late, or some nights you might stay up all night long. You might get hooked on some television show or something and you just can't turn it off, because that happens to me sometimes. My wife and I'll start watching some show and we'll get so into it that we'll stay up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes we only realize that it's become that late. And then one of us will take a look and go, oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And then we have to turn the TV off and just lay there trying to go to sleep. But that doesn't happen as often. Here's another print right here. It looks like a little baby deer. My finger right here, it's small. Oh yeah, another deer print right here. I think that right there is a baby deer, right there. Here's another little teeny print. Yep, that's a baby deer. And then here's the mom deer right here, or the mommy deer, the doe. They're all over right here in this little area. Here's another one right there. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I keep looking at all these prints and showing you guys this stuff. I just think it's really neat. And like I said, we just had a rain last night, so the ground's really clean, and any prints, like, you know that they're fresh. But we see the deer, they'll come up in the front yard to eat the grass and eat the little sprouts of weeds that are coming up. You know, they love dandelion and stuff like that. But and flowers, they love flowers. But like I was saying, you know, not having to wake up in the middle of the night, having that like panic attack, that like heart attack like feeling that you get, you know, we don't have to deal with that anymore. And it's a really good feeling not to have that any longer. You know, when I would wake up in the middle of the night like that, either I would wake up with, you know, that heart racing feeling, or I'd wake up in the middle of the night and like feel like I was about to throw up. It was one or the two every single night, basically. And every morning when I woke up, I felt like I was going to throw up. And, you know, I still get nausea all the time. But that's because I have liver disease and a bunch of other problems. You know, that's why I have nausea problems now. And I take a lot of different medications that could cause nausea, which is crazy. My wife and I have been talking about this a lot lately, because every single, like, you know, commercial that you see for any kind of medication, you know, they start listing off all the side effects. And almost every single medication has nausea as a side effect. And my wife's like, I wonder how much your medication plays into your nausea. I'm like, I don't know. Because I do. I have a lot of problems with nausea. But anyway, like I was saying, you know, I wake up in the morning feeling like I was going to throw up, or I woke up in the middle of the night feeling like I was having a heart attack. And I don't have to wake up feeling like that anymore. And if I do wake up because, you know, I'm nauseous, I know why that is. And I've got medication that I can take for it and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of like, at this point, it's kind of out of my control. But before, it was in my control. I chose to drink every single day. I chose to put myself in that situation. And, you know, the great thing about it is that you can make the decision not to have that in your life anymore. I know it's easier said than done, but it can be done. I never thought that I would ever be able to get sober. I really didn't. I used to lay on the bathroom floor and cry in the morning. You know, I'm sitting there hugging on that ceramic or porcelain bowl, and, you know, I want to lay on the cold floor because I still feel so sick. And I would just lay there and cry in the morning and just be like, why am I still doing this to myself? I just don't understand why. Why can't I stop? And I wanted it more than anything in the world. I just couldn't figure out how to do it. And it finally happened. Now, it took me almost losing my life to get here, but I'm here. And my point is that it can be done. But the thing is, guys, the reason I wanted to talk about this today is, like I said, is that it's a great reason that you're sober today. You don't have to wake up in the middle of the night with your heart racing, feeling like you're having a heart attack. You can't breathe. You don't have to worry about that anymore, you know? You're sober now. And let's stay sober for today. Just for today. Tomorrow's not even here yet. Yesterday's already gone, and all we have is this moment. And in this moment, let's decide to stay sober. If staying sober for you is every minute, every 10 minutes, every 30 minutes, every hour, every half a day, whatever it is for you. However you have to break it down. Let's stay sober in this moment, because it's all that we have. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day today, and thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Until tomorrow, guys, I will see y'all then. I love y'all so much, and y'all have a great night. Guys, really quick, I forgot to mention earlier in the video I was talking about the fact that we had some bad storms come in last night. Well, as those storms were coming in last night, I filmed them. So I've got like, I don't know, 2 minutes of the beginning of that storm as it was coming in. I just figured I'd add it to the end of today's video and just show you guys. I just thought it was some really neat footage. And when I saw the storm was coming in last night, I was like, all right, I've got to film this. I thought you guys would enjoy watching it. So anyway, I thought of you guys whenever the storm was coming in. I thought it'd be really neat to show you all. But anyway, it's going to be at the end of this video. If you don't feel like watching it, you can just turn it off. It's like the last 2 minutes. As soon as I get done talking about this, that part of the video is going to play. So anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I love you guys so much. Bye-bye. Yep. Holy crap. Tree just broke. Holy crap.